Well, holy mother of robot invasions, it's been ages, but it's finally time to get right back into the catastrophic universe of Amphibia. The story of three friends rifted between the many dangers of the world of Amphibia, and boy, there's so much potential that I can already feel just coming from these clips they provided us with. Trust me when I say that there is much to discuss and a lot to look forward to this season. And so, you suffered long enough, just as I did. Without further ado, let's roll that introduction, baby. The following footage is apparently from a Zoom panel with Matt Bradley doing a Q&A about the third season of Amphibia, and I will not go any further without first thanking Caleb the pianist, or Caleb the pianist, for both the season 3 sneak peek and Marcy's theme song takeover footage. First thing and most obvious is the reunion of Anne and her parents, something that they gave us a glimpse of a while back ago, with the planters even introducing themselves in the most embarrassing way possible. But this also begs the question, how exactly will Anne come to terms with both Sasha and Marcy's parents? Especially Marcy's, given the fact that the last time they probably seen Marcy was when she ran away that very day. Plus, telling Marcy's parents of her potential death, even though, you know, she's alive, but still. But then there's Sasha, who also is stuck on Amphibia and has become a much better person overall over time. All in all though, both of their daughters are stuck in an alternate dimension, and that's the bottom line. I don't know, I was just trying to make light of things. But speaking of Anne and her parents, there are scenes with them clearly being a part of their crazy adventures, escaping from killer robots, possibly either sent from Andreas purposely, or from a leaked between dimensions. There's another scene of Anne's parents potentially going savage mode into creating a giant robot to fight against the others, and or fix up Frobo from his incident. Then again, we see Polly participating in a Zoom-like video chat with some IT gals, with Frobo visibly seen within the background. Plus, these are the same girls teased from the Season 3 sneak peek during Season 2's finale. And you know, and speaking of Season 2's finale, let's discuss about the events that more than likely are scenes that take place after Andreas' quarrel with Anne and the rest back on Amphibia. Los Angeles can wait a bit longer. It is possible that the very first line of events that will be shown within the Season 3 premiere is of Grime and Sasha's escape from the castle after their defeat against Andreas. Since we were already given what happened on Anne's side of things, and seeing how there are robots zapping away just as they leap out of danger, this may or may not be the same episode as Sasha moving back into the town of Wartwood, especially after one of the Toad Towers was already taken down by King Andreas. Also, it could be the same episode where we witnessed Sasha reading one of Anne's journals, something that, by the way, was originally going to be an occurring thing within the show, but was only included within the original pilot instead.
Dear Diary, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really starting to enjoy my life here in Amphibiland.
Which I felt was the best decision, because if I see one more show use that same trope, I won't do anything about it because there's nothing I can personally do to change that. Anyways, this may be where Sasha learns even more about Anne and how she definitely cares for her friends and everyone around her, and possibly how Sasha will connect with others in Wartwood, since she didn't exactly make a great first impression the previous time she tried taking over the town. This also will probably give Sasha time to fill in with the town what catastrophe struck on the very day Anne and the planters got transported to Earth, as well as Marcy's demise. Something that may have led to Sasha encouraging the many townspeople of Wartwood, and to potentially get them to save Marcy. However, it seems as if General Yunin and Olivia both take on the robots from inside of the castle once more, only this time possibly to learn the true origins of Newtopia's legacy and or rescue Marcy. Since clearly we do see Marcy in a Newtopian armor-like getup in one shot, while in another being assisted with crutches. Meaning that, more than likely, Marcy was being contained in some healing pods set up by Andreas in order to somewhat preserve her body for experimentation. And considering how wicked King Andreas is, I wouldn't be too surprised if he's attempting to use her as some sort of mind-controlled cyborg, given how Marcy is extraordinarily intelligent and wants to use her wits. This episode with Olivia and Yunin may be the same as the one including the robots guarding the outside of the castle in the rain, with Andreas still possessing the Calamity Box as seen inside of the trailer. And as I mentioned earlier within the analysis, Andreas may or may not be using the box in order to purposely plant his robotic minions onto Earth's domain. Also, and speaking of the domain Earth, now is finally the time that we discuss back on Earth Earth and its significance within this season. Cause one thing's for certain is that Anne will be using her amphibian gem powers more than ever and will one day show it in front of her parents as well. More than likely in order to protect all of her family, both from Amphibia and Earth, as we're shown multiple clips of Andrias' forces becoming a threat on Earth. And just as I had mentioned in another video, there are also secret agents tracking Anne and the Planters' every move. However, within this trailer, they are clearly FBI agents, meaning that the Planters and Anne are clearly onto some information that they aren't supposed to have knowledge of, and we've seen this all before. It could also be because they see the Planters as a potential threat due to them being from another dimension, which may be another reason behind their constant disguises, not to mention for obvious reasons. Or for all we know, they may see Anne as a potential threat given her new incredible abilities. There is literally a giant explosion, most likely from Anne, being displayed within the trailer. The continuation of a sneak scene within the museum is also revealed within this trailer, showing the Planters getting in disguise and with Amphibia carrying a cat cage that possibly was for Domino, aka Anne's demon cat. Theoretically, this could be for Frobo's head, and they're here to bring Frobo to learn more about the origins of Amphibia, with his head being the guide to answering certain mysteries. It may be something else, but I can't seem to think of what else you would want to stuff inside of a whole cat cage, so my guess is just as good as yours. In the end, Sprig, Polly, and Amphibia get caught and have to get saved by Anne, since they already have cold-blooded bodies and they aren't exactly ready to be handling the extremely cool temperatures set up inside of a certain section of the museum. Once again, this is surely a trap, but I wonder how the museum employee will take part in probably helping them, because I don't believe she's just there to do nothing. And yeah, that just about covers my full-on breakdown of the brand new Season 3 trailer they presented to us, the fans. I await October 2nd, and this is gonna be an insane roller coaster of a season. I can already see the potential. And I'm gonna be flat out honest when I say that I personally have been craving more Amphibia than any other show for the past year. Surely, I am not alone. This has been your boy, The Next Big Thing from Beyond the Grave, because it's been practically a whole month, and I await for more Amphibia. Peace!